Hi, everybody. Alexia and I welcome you to our podcast. And as you know, Alexia suggested that we combine the great medical breakthroughs with Women's History Month. And the result is great women in medicine and science. And yesterday, we're still recovering from yesterday because that was the grist for a Hollywood movie. Dr. Rita Levi Montalcini, who won a Nobel Prize for nerve growth factor on the brain, and she was hiding out in the cabin and in Nazi occupied Italy, and she had a chance to leave the country, but she stayed and persevered and did her experiments. I mean, incredible Hollywood movie. Well, today, this might even top Rita Levi Montalcini. And that is another Nobel Prize story, and her name is Dr. Rosalind Franklin. And Cambridge is the hotbed of science in the world. And she was there, Dr. Franklin was studying DNA, the genetic material. Okay. And she had a really famous X-ray crystallography photograph of the DNA and the famous double helix, which everyone heard of. Everyone heard of DNA, the genetic material, and Rosalind Franklin had the structure. I'm just going to use the term X-ray, okay, and it was the double helix, and she had it in her desk, and in the dead of night, okay, her opponents, okay, Dr. Watson and Dr. Crick actually stole that photo, okay, and when they were looking at it, they worked out the function. In other words, Dr. Rosalind Franklin had the structure, but you needed the structure to work out the function. And they did it really fast. They worked out the function of DNA, how it works, okay, as the genetic material, and they won the Nobel Prize, okay. An incredible, I mean, if that was made into a Hollywood movie, that would be unreal. Well, Alexia and I would like to set the record straight since this is Women's History Month. The real brains behind the discovery of DNA is obviously Dr. Rosalind Franklin, because her famous X-ray is iconic to show the double helix structure of DNA, because without that structure, you cannot work out the function. So Women's History Month honors Dr. Rosalind Franklin from Cambridge, who should have been actually awarded the Nobel Prize. And the last little PS, if this isn't mind-boggling, see, is that in their book, The Double Helix, Watson and Crick actually tell the story how in the dead of night, using the British term, they actually pilfered the famous X-ray photograph that Dr. Rosalind Franklin produced. So today, for all of you who have families and your children are studying biology, evolution, molecular biology, okay, whenever you think of DNA, think of Dr. Rosalind Franklin. So Alexia and I thank you so much for having us, and we will continue our series with great women and medical breakthroughs. And have a nice day, and thanks again. Bye-bye.